Hello friends, in this video I am going to show you step by step to install Mailwizz on VPS or cloud hosting. Mailwizz is one of the popular but premium email marketing application that you can either buy from Mailwizz or Code Canyon. Mailwizz is loaded with all the necessary features that you would ever need as email marketer. Some of the features of Mailwizz are creating newsletters, managing your campaigns, managing subscriber, managing bounces. Even you can blacklist all the bounces and the domains that ever bounced back. So let's get started with installation of Mailwizz. Now coming to my computer screen. Today my working domain is inlearn.in, and if I scroll down you could see that DNS is being managed by Cloudflare for this domain name. So I have to go to Cloudflare, and here you can see all the DNS records of this particular domain. So I'll be installing Mailwizz on this domain, and obviously I am using Cronjobs for installing Mailwizz. I would recommend getting VPS from some hosting provider where it's quite difficult to get OpenPort 25. It is because if you get blacklisted IP for your Mailwizz, then that would be really bad for your inbox delivery. So I am using Cronjobs here in this demonstration. If you are using Cronjobs, just make sure that your IP is good and clean, and that you can do so easily by going to MXtoolbox.com. Here all you have to do is to put the IP. Let me grab the IP, go to blacklist, and then blacklist check. So if your IP is clean, you can ignore this UC protect, and apart from that, if your IP is good, then you are good to go. Otherwise, even if let's say you don't want your IP to be listed here, then perhaps you should try Turnkey Internet or interserver.com. I'll put the link of those VPS, those service providers, in the description, so you can choose from them and install Mailwizz on that. But remember that the IP of Mailwizz is also very important in inbox delivery, apart from IP of your mail transfer agent, whether it's postal or Power MTA. So now coming back to computer, now this is the application Bitwise that I will use to connect to my remote server, and for that I will copy the IP address from here. I'll paste here, then root and the password. Here you have to put the username root, and in the next field which says password, you have to get the password. If you are using this for first time, then you'll have to make sure that you have selected the password option, and this box won't be enabled unless you check this one. So after that, insert the password, click login. You'll get this warning, accept and save, and next it will open the terminal window. If you click on this new terminal console, then it will open the terminal window where we have to run the commands to install Mailwizz. Alright, so there are a couple of ways to install Mailwizz. One of the way is to install open source control panel and then install Mailwizz. So that is what exactly I am going to do in this video. Another way is to install Apache and then MySQL, then PHP, and then all those things, and it will not very user friendly to install. That's why I am going to use the open source control panel way. So first of all, we are going to install open source control panel, and you can install basically any control panel. It could be like Virtual Min, Vista CP, Cyberpanel, AA panel, and even CentOS web panel if you are on CentOS. Like in this case, I have installed CentOS 7. So there are quite a bunch of open source control panel that you can install, and on that you can install Mailwizz. In this video, I am going to use Cyberpanel because it's new and easy to understand, and it's loaded with lots of features as well. But you can also use premium control panel like cPanel or Plesk Those are also the option that you can use to install Mailwizz. But let's continue with the installation of Cyberpanel. For that you have to open Cyberpanel website and then go to docs. Now here installing Cyberpanel. Here you can see the requirement for Cyberpanel. After that this is the one command you have to basically execute in order to install Cyberpanel. It is going to ask you a couple of questions that you have to answer. So let's wait for questions to be generated. Alright, so now the first question is whether you want to install Cyberpanel. Obviously your answer has to be 1. Next it is going to ask you whether you want to install Cyberpanel with Open Lightspeed or Lightspeed Enterprise. Answer 1 and then answer yes if you like to include Power DNS, Postfix and pure FTPD, or you can simply answer no. Basically I answer yes just in case if I need those services in future, then I don't have to come back and then reinstall these services. So simply just answer yes, and then here you have to answer no unless you really want to set up remote MySQL. Next you have to simply press the enter so that you select the latest version. Next it is going to ask whether you want to set the random password or you want to set the password. So I am going to set random right now. Next answer yes to PHP extension, and here also answer yes. Now it is going to ask whether you want to install Watchdog. Just answer yes. There is no harm in having Watchdog on your system. That would help you understand things. Just in case if it goes down, you can come back and fix it quickly. So let's wait for this installation to finish. This is going to take quite 10 to 15 minutes, so you can take a break, and I am going to come back after this installation is about to complete. Alright, now Cyberpanel control panel has been installed on my VPS, and at the end of the installation it is asking whether would you like to restart the server now. For that you have to answer yes or no based on your choice. I just answered yes, and now it is going to restart the services. Next you can see I have given this panel username password as well as a few other username and password including ran loop. So basically I already have discussed the installation of Cyberpanel in detail in one of my videos. So if you like to learn more about Cyberpanel, you can go through that video as well. Alright, so I am going to copy the credentials from here and I'll paste it here, and next I am going to use this IP address to log in. Okay, alright, so you will get this potential security warning where you have to answer yes, and then you have to type the username admin and the password. Next this is the Cyberpanel dashboard where you have to add website on which you want to install Mailwizz. So I am going to go to websites, and then here you have to go to create a website. Now you have to select the package. At present there is only one package, which is default package. Select owner and then insert the domain name. So as I discussed, my domain name is inlearn.in, and I will be installing Mailwizz on subdomain. So URL for Mailwizz would be app.inlearn.in, and next you have to enter the admin email address. So here I am going to enter dheeraj@inguide.in. Next you have to select the PHP. Make sure you select PHP 7.4 or higher. So I am going to select PHP 7.4 in this case. You can also select PHP 8. Next you have couple of options of additional features like SSL and open base directory protection. Obviously, if you want to create a mail domain on this subdomain, then you can do so in Cyberpanel as well. After that, you have to click create website. But one thing you have to note here, that SSL thing will fail because I haven't created a record in my Cloudflare. So I am going to copy this IP address and then I'll go to Cloudflare and then create app. I'll put the IP address here and I'll turn off the proxy status here, and now I'll click save. Next, let's go back to Cyberpanel, and here you can see website successfully created. Now if I go to this URL, I hope that okay, so you can see like I just created DNS record here and website is completely working. Now the thing is that SSL is not working because, as I said, now to fix the SSL thing you have to go to websites again, list websites. Now here in list websites you will see all the websites that you have added so far in Cyberpanel. Here you have to go to file manager, so I am going to open this in another tab and I'll go to SSL. Next go to manage SSL and here select your website, then click on issue SSL, and while this is getting issued I am going to go to file manager, then I'll go to public HTML and after that I'll go to upload, and now I am going to select the Mailwizz. So this is the Mailwizz file and I am going to upload it. So while this is getting uploaded, and you can see here SSL has been issued. Now if I go to this URL and this time I'll put HTTPS in front, so you can see SSL certificate connection secure. Now if you go to HTTP, you will see this opens as well. So what you have to do is to go to websites and then list websites. Next go to manage, and here you have to basically go to rewrite rules and then force HTTP to HTTPS, save rewrite rules, and after that you are good to go. Next time when you go to HTTP it will redirect you to HTTPS. Alright, so now here Mailwizz file has been uploaded. Next I am going to extract it. So now it's extracted, and after that I am going to delete all the files in here. Click delete, confirm. Next I'll go to latest, then I'll select all the files present here. I am going to move it to public_HTML folder, then click move. Now go to the URL where you want to install Mailwizz, here in my case app.inlearn.in, and then /install. Next it will ask you the purchase code, and now if you have purchased Mailwizz from Mailwizz or Envato, based on that you have to enter the purchase code. So I am quickly going to enter the purchase code and then I'll continue. Now after entering the purchase code, on the next page you'll get all these green. If you are not getting green, then you might have been missing something. After that click next, and now it will tell you the file system check, and you can see everything green in here. After that click next. Now you have to enter the database credentials. For that you have to go to Cyberpanel and then go to databases, create database. Now here you have to select the website. Next you have to enter the database name and then generate the password. So this is the password I am going to copy, create database. Next I am going to you can see the database name is app_Wiz. So app_Wiz, and the password app_wiz. After that, click on start importing. Next, you have to enter the admin credentials, and that would be your name. So I am going to enter my name here, and of course the email ID, and password. Alright, after that you have to select the time zone. So this is the time zone for your admin user, so you can select anything. So in my case I have selected Asia, Kolkata. Alright, after that you have option whether you want to create first customer account with the same data or not. Usually I left it to yes, and then click on create account. Next, you will be asked to set these cron jobs, and there are two ways to set these cron jobs. So let me show you the Cyberpanel way. Here you have to go to websites again, then list websites, then go to manage. Now here you will see cron jobs. You can click on add cron job, and then whether every minute, every 5 minutes, depending on, this will be filled automatically. And next, you have to basically, you can see this one is for every minute. You can see campaign sender runs each minute. So I am going to copy this command because these asterisks are already filled in here. You can see that. After that I'll paste it here, click on add cron. Next is to, okay, let me close this. Next, queue handler, and it has to be every minute as well. So I am going to copy it again. Okay, so paste it, add cron. Good. Next is to, this cron has to be run once at 2 minutes. So I'm going to copy this command. Next, now you can basically select every 5 minutes here, and then replace 5 by 2. So that would be quite simple. Click add cron. Next, it is for 10 minutes. So let's copy the command, and then add cron job. Again, next is for 20 minutes. So like that you have to repeat the steps for all of the cron commands. Next is the delivery bounce processor, which is going to run every 3 minutes. So let's copy it, and then here you have to set 3, paste, and then next is to, the next task is going to run every hour. So here you have to select every hour, and then add. Next, run once a day. So final, this one is the final cron command. So every day add cron. So after that you can click on fetch current cron jobs, and you can verify this one from the Mailwizz installer. Next, click on cron jobs are installed, continue, and after that it will ask you to delete this particular folder. So okay, I close the file manager. I think yeah, it's here. Go to public_html. Okay, go to home first, and then go to public_html, and now you have to delete this install folder. You can also delete this Mailwizz folder, since we have already installed Mailwizz, that's not required. Delete both of them, and next go to backend, and here enter your admin email ID. Okay, here it's and the password. So this is how you install Mailwizz, and you can see Mailwizz has been successfully installed. So this is Mailwizz dashboard, And basically this is the backend, and the customer end would be, let me show you. So this is the customer end, and Mailwizz has basically updated further. So this is like most recent version, and I'll make another video in which I'll demonstrate how you can use this Mailwizz. So that's how you install Mailwizz, including this SSL certificate. So let me know if you have any question regarding this installation. This is the one way on which I installed Mailwizz on Cyberpanel. Another way would be to install Mailwizz on virtual main or other open source, or in fact you can install Mailwizz on cPanel as well. So like I said, you must install Mailwizz on VPS or cloud where you are getting clean IP, because that would matter the most for inbox delivery. So sometimes Cronjobs allows you blacklisted IP, so you have to be alert about that. Or you can simply buy VPS or cloud from some other places where they do not allow emailing. So if they do not allow emailing, like port 25 blocked, then you will be obviously getting the clean IP. So this basically this blacklisting happens because of emailing, and if some service provider is not allowing emailing from their server, then obviously you are bound to get clean IP. So that would be one of the choice. I actually keep my Mailwizz and my SMTP on different server, so that even though SMTP gets affected, my Mailwizz is still clean, and that I can simply put in new SMTP in Mailwizz, and I'll keep using that Mailwizz instead of reinstalling on new server getting clean IP. That's quite a difficult task. So thank you very much for watching this video, and see you in the next video.